Ever looked out at the vast, endless ocean and wondered how anyone could cross it without a map or a compass? For centuries, that's exactly what Polynesian wayfinders did. They embarked on some of the most daring voyages in human history, settling a massive expanse of the Pacific known as the Polynesian Triangle, with its corners at Hawaii, New Zealand, and Easter Island. But how did they do it? Let's dive in. The secret to their success wasn't magic. It was a profound and intimate knowledge of the natural world. Long before GPS, they had their own system, a mental map passed down through generations. A key part of this was celestial navigation. Imagine the night sky as your compass. Wayfinders memorized the paths of hundreds of stars, knowing exactly where each one would rise and set. During the day, the sun's arc provided a reliable guide. They weren't just looking up, they were reading a celestial roadmap. But what about cloudy nights or days? That's where other natural clues came in. Polynesian navigators were masters of observation. They could spot the subtle ways clouds pile up over distant, unseen islands. They knew the flight patterns of seabirds, which fly out to sea in the morning to feed and always return to land in the evening. Following these birds at dusk could lead them straight to a new home. It was like having a living, breathing direction finder. Perhaps the most mind-blowing technique was reading the ocean itself. The sea is rarely flat. It's a complex pattern of swells created by distant storms and winds. An experienced wayfinder could feel these swells through the hull of their canoe. When a swell hits an island, it refracts and bounces back, creating a unique interference pattern. By feeling these subtle changes in the water's movement, a navigator could detect an island long before it was visible over the horizon. It was a skill that required years of training, feeling the rhythm of the ocean as if it were a part of them. This incredible knowledge was passed down, not through books, but through oral tradition. Epic chants, songs, and stories contained detailed instructions for voyages. These weren't just tales of gods and heroes. They were complex, coded navigational charts. For example, the legend of Cup's discovery of Aotearoa, or New Zealand, is believed to contain real navigational information about winds, currents, and star positions, preserving this vital knowledge for the next generation of voyagers. Of course, none of this would have been possible without their incredible vessels. Polynesian voyagers sailed in large double-hulled canoes. Picture too long. Parallel hulls lashed together with a platform in between. This design made the canoes incredibly stable, capable of withstanding rough seas and carrying dozens of people, plants, animals, and supplies needed to start a new life. They were powered by distinctive triangular crab-claw sails, woven from durable pandanus leaves, which were remarkably efficient at catching the wind. Steering was managed with a single, large, or at the stern. These canoes were the pinnacle of ancient maritime engineering. The story of Polynesian settlement is a testament to human courage and ingenuity. Starting from Southeast Asia around 1500 BC, they gradually moved eastward, settling places like Samoa and Tonga. Then, around 1,000 years ago, a great expansion began, pushing into the vast unknown. The final, most remarkable phase of this migration, between 700 and 800 years ago, saw them reach the most remote corners of the Pacific Hawaii, Rapa Nui, and finally, Aotearoa. They didn't just stumble upon these islands. They set out with a purpose, navigating thousands of miles of open ocean to find them. So, the next time you see a map of the Pacific, don't just see an empty expanse of blue. See the invisible highways that Polynesian wayfinders traveled, guided by the stars, the waves, and the wisdom of their ancestors. It's a powerful reminder that the greatest tool for exploration has always been the human mind. Thanks for watching. If you found this journey into the past as fascinating as I did, please hit that like button. Subscribe for more stories from our amazing world, and let me know in the comments what piece of history you'd like to explore next. See you in the next video.